All right, episode number 3. All right, so here we go. So in the last episode, we had just landed here, and I decided so a little bit. So what I did offline is I farmed a little bit of items, created some boxes. Of course, I can't put no more boxes down because the ship is at its maximum weight. So hopefully, if we're lucky, we'll get enough materials from here so that we can at least span the ship, and that will then allow us to actually set up this base the way I want it. Now, there's a few things that I'd like to show you. So as you notice right here, there's a cockpit. It's only 1 unit wide. Uh, During one of your little journeys through those little yellow blinking locations, you'll find a data pad, and one of the data pads is going to give you is going to be a 2 unit cockpit. So if you want a wider cockpit, consider that when you're going to be designing your ship. So you have another save unit or save game where I'm a little bit well quite much further than I am right now, and I can honestly tell you that if you want to uh, make a nice size ship, I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to then definitely switch out the cockpit so it'll be 2 units wide and then one on the left and one on the right. So it's going to be basically from the cockpit back, it's going to be 4 wide. And I still haven't decided yet. I mean, there's all kinds of things you could do. You could, and I don't know if these like middle walls would then disappear if I added another cockpit to it. But for instance, what you could do is if you could add it without these walls then being in the way. If you really wanted to make a really big ship, I know for a fact that eventually, let me just step out here real quick. Um, so you got that big giant balloon up there. You see how it's connected to the ship here, right there in the front. So if you think about it, I could then set up another balloon like that, probably like going this way. So now you're going to have 2 balloons that are going to be connected to make one big giant ship. So just keep that in mind as you start designing your ship. So for instance, I could have as you can see, this is only 1 unit, but I could make it double wide here, or still have like 1 unit, or you can just do a one here, a double in the middle, and then another one where you then set the other balloon up on it. And I mean, you can just get creative. I mean, like they say, the sky is the limit. So just to show you, I just went ahead, I got my food up. I got a little bit extra food to eat right here. I got a little bit of water to drink while we're going to go collecting some items. We got lucky there was a storm, so let's get started. Let's see what we can find. Okay, so jump across. Again, I can't tell you guys enough. These batteries are definitely important, so you definitely want to make sure that you are collecting those batteries. So this is what we're going to be really looking for right now. These helium tanks is what we're going to need to expand our ship weight limit. It's going to allow us to then carry more items. So, and again, you can use your scanner to scan items, or if you pick it up, if it's a new item, you're also going to. Yeah, oh, look, there we go. Data pad. Let's see what we get. See if we get lucky and get the dual cockpit for the front. And we got railing. Okay, not what we wanted, but who's going to complain? And so now here, as you can see, you could either scan in the beginning, But of course, I've already picked it up. So once you pick it up, it also learns the blueprint also. So, you know, and look at that. We got a door, hidden room back here. Of course, anything fascinating? No. What a shame. Could have been nice.
Immunity is decreasing. Diseases might become more severe.
But of course, the good thing, guys, is we did get a data pad here. So, I mean, at least it wasn't for nothing. We got railings. Eventually, oh, look at that. So we can go ahead and scan the picture frame, and then we can take it. There we go. All right. Oh, almost left a bit of loot behind. All right. So we got the one helium tank. Let's go around here, or the two. Let's go around and see how much more we can get. Would have been nice if we would have got a bunch more, but you know, it's a start. We'll have to go upstairs then and see if there's something in there for us also. Okay, we can crouch. Oh yeah, so there's some copper in there. Yeah, so the copper's in the way. We'll have to first collect it, and then we can go in there. So let's go on upstairs and see if we can get some good loot there. We've already went through that one room there. Let's just make sure. I'd like to be a little bit thorough. Okay, as you can see, we've already went through that one. So let's see what we can find upstairs. Yeah, look how clear this is when it's not storming. Look at that. Tell me that's not amazing. That is awesome. Look at it. There's the sun. Yep. All this and the sun still pulls through. Still endeavors after all this chaos. So again, as you can see, we've already went through that room. Just gonna go back down because it looked like I might have forgotten something underneath it. Okay, it was just my eyes playing tricks on me. But we got a circuit, so all right. All right, another 2 helium tanks. 1 and 2. And here we go. This is what we want. That is a radar. With that, we can now start tracking, and it'll tell us what these buildings or these locations are. If it's a windmill, like what we just what we're on right now, or if it's something else. So, all right. Remember, we already got the battery from over there. And as you can see, there's nothing here for us. Also nothing to scan. All right. So now we've... I think it's... Yep. Definitely don't want to fall, people. If you fall, as one would say, game over. So, let us... Now, as you can see, we now have a 2 options. So you have the balloon core or the expansion. So what we're going to want is a expansion. The balloon core, that's basically a set like that balloon is that we just saw above of our ship. It's a second one. So right now we don't want that. What we want to do is we want to expand, and the reason why we want to expand is because we want to increase our weight limit. So of course it's missing some copper, which we need. So let's just grab some copper here. Let's research it. Here we go. Now we're completing the research. Then we have our ship builder. Now this is very interesting.
Research finalized.
So now we can already do it. Um, we're gonna go outside only because I think it looks really cool. So now we gotta expand it, and there you have it. So we're missing some machine parts. So let's go get some machine parts, and we're gonna increase this limit. All right. Nope, nothing there. There we go. We got some machine parts right there. All right. So it's going to increase our weight limit by 400. Tell me that's not nice. So when I click on it, and now you can see, so I can add a piece in here to push this forward some, but we're going to work for the back. And now, as you can see, it pushed it back again. And as you can see, we're missing stuff to expand it again, but that's fine. All right, people. And now, as you can see with the shipbuilding, look at our maximum weight now. Maximum weight is now 900. So this is going to give us some very interesting opportunities now. Now I already know that I want to double up my cabin here in the front. So I want to eventually, once we get the blueprint for that, I am definitely going to double the size of my cabin. But for right now, so that means we're going to be at least 4 wide. Or what we could do is leave it like it is now, go like 3 wide, and then we can have like a little hallway. And eventually when we add the second balloon to it, we can have like a second location. Maybe make like a workshop on this side. But right now, let's go ahead and expand. So we need synthetic and metal. So, which we have plenty of. Well, plenty is relative, right? So, there we go. So now, we got to think about this. So, right now we have a one, two, three. So we only have a 3. So the question is, if I use a 2-seater up here in the front, it only makes sense to have 4. However, the problem is, excuse me, the problem would then be which way we want to go. So I would go as so far as to say I would go out this way, add 2 more quads that side, and we'll stick with this side here. And the only reason why, I'll just show you real quick. As you can see, the airship here stops right here, and then it covers up to this spot right there. So I could add another ship part right above here, basically. So we'd have like 2 balloons, 2 areas. So, I could add another row here, and then maybe put like a, second cockpit or something on that side, whatever the case is. Or then eventually, now wait a minute, that's a good idea.
Happiness level is decreasing.
So I would have like once I have the second balloon up, we'll put the double cockpit like right in the middle with like the thing kind of separating it. So I think that's a good idea. So what we're going to do is the question is, how far out do you want to go? So we definitely can go, we're going to say this is now we can say this is the edge, and we can stick with just doing 3 wide, push it all the way to the back, keep adding to the back, and then that's going to give us have us a really long ship, and then we could go across and then have another like 9er piece going into the back also. So that's something that we can think about. So I think right now, until we can get the other blueprint and figure out what we're going to do, I think the best option right now is going to be to just add it to the back. Okay, so now if you look at the weight, we're at 600. So I would say the next thing that we probably want to do is add some catwalks. So I would love to put a door like right here in the back then for now, but you know, I just think right now we just want to, we got to prepare because realistically, I want to go back one, two, three more in the back. That's going to add another 90, which will put us already at 700. That's going to limit then us pretty much then. If we add one more row to the back, that's going to kind of limit us as to what we can do. Probably not a good idea, um, but you know, then I really hate you build stuff and then you got to keep tearing it down. So that's kind of like a pain. I'll just put that up there on the ceiling for now. So now the question is, we could go back one more row, so we would be, you know, well, I tell you what, let's look at the balloon. We're going to have to definitely add one more to the back row. So let's see what it's going to look like. Okay, so we're already almost to the far rear. So easily, when we add another piece to it and push it back one more, it would then cover that. So let's definitely go back just 3 backwards now. That way, at least we know that route is definitely going to stay. We're definitely going to go backwards. Then I can go ahead and start adding some scaffolding. So let's go back here. Not enough resources. Okay, let's see what we got here. Yeah, we're running low on metal.
Immunity is decreasing. Vulnerability to viruses rises.
Oh yeah, so we're definitely going to need to do some resource gathering after this.
Risk of dehydration.
There we go. So now, what we want to do, we can start doing doors. Now this is going to be cool. A glass floor. Now, that would be kind of awesome. So we could see underneath us. Um, Eventually, I think that's what we're going to do. We're going to turn all of our floor into a glass floor. Tell me that's not going to be cool. All right, so what do we need? We need some catwalks. There we go. Oh, oh, okay. Oh, so the battery died on that. So I think what we need to do now is pick up the box, set that there. All right. So let's see what we need to make the. We got a rain collector that we can do. But right now, Okay, let's see if we can learn it. Here we go. Tool charger.
Research finalized.
And it says we need 2 circuit boards. We only got 1. We haven't been finding many, but we can learn it. Let's hope we got the stuff to make it.
Research finalized.
Elements and plastic. Oh, it doesn't look good, people. Yeah, so we don't have enough stuff to make the circuit board, so we're pretty much now stuck. And the problem is I can't recharge my device because, well, I'm missing the key components. Looks like our water's kind of low, so let's drink some water. There we go. We need to eat something. All right, so we are pretty much stuck. We've gathered all the resources that we needed. It says research the locator. We've got stuff to do that. All right.
Research finalized.
Okay, and you can also click on items to start the research process and then finish them up when you get the missing materials. And of course, we are missing items, so now let's just check something real quick. We need food. There we go. That's right. We just finished cooking some overcooked food. And we got one more. Oh, we got some rations. Here we go.
Hydration level is decreasing.
But we don't have any more water, people. So, this is what we're going to do. We got a little greedy. We need some resources. Okay, so this place, again, the key thing about this place is helium. But right now, we need some materials. So, and eventually we'll have like these scanners on all sides of the ship. So, now, really good time. I've already mentioned this before, but when there's storms, that is the best time to gather resources because these things are just.
A storm is coming.
And speaking of that, storm is coming. Now you're gonna watch how these items are just gonna look how fast all of a sudden that thing started moving. Look at that. I mean, they're literally just coming to us. This is amazing. Okay, so let's go ahead and make some lures real quick. Later on, we're going to be able to make some better lures. And then I think there's going to be some automatic insect catchers where you just fill them up. And then it would just, I guess, catch insects automatically for you. Now we can do two birds at one stone.
Rest is recommended.
Probably should have put this up while the storm was out, guys. Because one of the things we're definitely going to need now is water.
Immunity is decreasing. Vulnerability to viruses rises.
Printing completed.
Calories level is decreasing.
Okay, so we have plenty of food for a little bit now. We don't have any water, so we can't cook that, but that's fine. Clean up my inventory. people. That's a little bit better than nothing.
Dehydration. Critical condition.
Right, let's drink some water. 1, 2. Food we got maybe plenty. There we go. All right. Okay, we're out of fuel, but let's see if we can get some of that copper. Get us a little bit in the way. That's fine. Let's get some food. All right, people. Let's get that energy back on up. Once we get the energy
Hydration
up,
level is decreasing.
yep, we already got some water, so we should be fine. There we go. Yeah, there's nothing in the rain catcher, but that's fine. Let's drink some water. That's fine. All right, let's get some fuel.
Printing completed.
Man, look at that skyline,
Printing
people.
completed.
I'm pretty sure as the game gets more
Printing
developed,
completed.
I'm pretty sure they're gonna give it some texture and give some individuality so everything doesn't look the same. Just gotta give it some time.
Printing completed.
Okay, do we have an engine on this side too? No. We only got one engine right now. So we're definitely gonna need a second engine. A couple more of these babies. So that we can increase our altitude, which we're gonna need later on. So okay, so thing of copper right there. We'll definitely want that. Okay. Okay, so the question is, did we get all of or most of the copper? And the answer would be pretty much yes. I believe we did. All right. So, not going to waste any more time here. We got what we needed.
Immunity is decreasing. Diseases might become more severe.
There we go. We'll get that last piece right there. Why not? Okay. So now, let's look for the blinky lights. We haven't set up the our radar tracker, so let's find something. And there we go. Lock the speed, and now we can just travel at our own leisure. We can do some mining.
Airship's module critically damaged.
Yeah, so we're taking a little bit of damage, but that's fine. We can repair our hull and stuff when we get to where we're going. And back in the background, you can see another white blinky light. And so that's telling us that there's another windmill, which is going to give us, of course, that's going to give us some, okay. Okay, this has only got one little hut. That's fine. It's going to have some water for us. There's some glass, so let's go ahead and collect the glass first. All right. Oops. remember as you're landing, don't force it down. You want to try? As you can see, we're going to line up. So we take off. We know exactly which way we want to go. Alright, our food's cooking. Check out our inventory. Let's empty our bags. Always good to empty your bags if you can, of course. Alright, we got some food. Let's eat it. Alright, we're off for the races, people. Alright, see what we can find. Let's get our plastic. Yep. Out the trash, it's always plastic. That's always a good thing. Up in the tires. Yep. You want to check everything. Leave nothing behind. And as tempting as that looked to go down, that would have been very detrimental for us. Yes. Trick parts. Ooh, a data pad. Let's see. What are we going to get? Window wall. There we go. Beautiful. So now we can look through the walls.
Hydration level is decreasing.
Alright. This was definitely a good find. We got the windowed walls. Exactly what I'd been looking for. Alright. Let's get some water.
Immunity is decreasing. Diseases might become more severe.
Never forget that battery. Beginning. Whoa. Whoa, whoa, whoa. That would have been painful. Whoa. Whoa, whoa. Okay. Be very careful when you do that, guys. One little mistake, especially if you're playing permadeath, it'd have been over. Did it rain? Nope. The baby's empty. Alright. But we can drink the soda. Alright. Let's see. What did we need again? Tool charger. So we're going to need circuit board, copper, and transformer. Circuit boards we know we're going to get at the white station. And the yellow station is going to give us, maybe if we're lucky, another circuit. So, water's completed. Alright. Alright, people. We are looking good. So, eventually we're going to need a second engine. Cool. So, later on, There's going to be another upgraded location that we can go to, and there we will find an upgrade station. The upgrade station is going to allow us to upgrade our engines, to make them more efficient, make them go better and lighter, along with those vents that allow us to increase our altitude. And we're definitely going to need those babies. Okay, let's see what we got coming up here, people. Oh, nice. Two little houses. Oh, yeah. I can already see this is not a good one in the sense that, well, you will see in a second. Let's go ahead and land. Alright. Yeah, we're definitely going to need to do some repairs. Alright, let's bring her down. Huh? Oh, over there to the left.
Uncharted area. The preliminary analysis started.
Alright.
Analysis completed. Detected new objects requiring scanning.
Let's go on up. Okay, look at that. We got ourselves a lantern. However, they're just for optical. I haven't actually gotten any to work. So, as tempting as that seems to go up, there's nothing actually up, so. Alright. And of course, we can't go through here. We need a knife, which we don't have. Now you're saying, well, where do we get a knife? Well, we're going to need polymer. And polymer, we need to get from certain locations. Now, sometimes this is one of the issues that you have with the when you're trying to walk on these things here. Yeah, so okay, so It's not what we wanted to do, but we were going to come back to the ship anyway. So, just so you know, we need a knife. Knife we can't get unless we make polymer. So, we still need to make 2 circuit boards. The circuit boards are going to allow us to... Or we can just go straight ahead, and then we should find some circuits, and I think that's what we'll do. Instead of wasting a lot of our resources trying to make components, sometimes it's just better to go to a location where you can get, where you know you're going to get some stuff. As you can see, we're moving pretty slow, and that's because, of course, we only got 1 engine. Alright, so as you can see, there's some more copper right there. Over there on the right, there's some copper.
Airship's module critically damaged.
Alright, let's get that copper, people.
Immunity is decreasing. Diseases might become more severe.
Alright.
Caution. A storm is coming.
Oh yes, people. So that storm brings with it lightning. And I can tell you, we don't want to be at the top of the list when that lightning starts to strike. So,
Airship's module critically damaged. Calories level is decreasing. Airship's module critically damaged.
okay, we ran out of fuel. Do we have the fuel on us? No, we don't. Let's find out where we put it. So,
Immunity is decreasing. Diseases might become more severe.
alright. Alright, so as you can see, we have now landed. Okay, people. So I think this is a good time to stop. As you can see, we've upgraded our ship. We're gonna have to do some repairs in the next episode, and hopefully we'll get enough materials here. We'll get enough circuit boards. We can charge up our ship builder, and then with that, we'll be able to continue building and adding some functionality to our ship, and then we'll be able to start doing some more deep dive and then going from one location to the other, collecting materials and expanding our base and just making it a little bit more comfortable as we prepare to do a double-sided space airship. Thank you all for joining. Hope you enjoyed it, and look forward to seeing you guys on the next episode.